everyone, and today I'm going to be talking about how I doubled my strength in just 90 days. Today I want to share exactly how I managed to double my strength in just 90 days with no magic supplements, no complicated training programs, just simple, consistent changes that made all the difference. And if you follow the same approach, you can see massive gains in less time than you think. Now, before we continue, if you need my help building strength in the gym without all the confusion, where I work with you directly using my simplicity method, step-by-step guidance, one-on-one weekly calls on a full custom plan to help you get stronger and stay pain-free. Click in the link in the description and book a free call with me today. Now, I've been training for years, but my numbers barely moved. My bench press had been the same for months. My squat felt heavy no matter what I did, and my deadlift was actually going down. I knew something had to change, so I stripped everything back and asked myself what's exactly holding me back, and the answer was simple. I was overcomplicated things. So the first change I made was focusing on few lifts instead of trying to train every muscle from every angle. I started to pick my compound lifts, bench press, squats, deadlifts, overhead press, pull-ups. These are the movements that give you more strength for your time by cutting out all the crap. I could put all my energy into getting stronger and the lifts that matter the most. Now, the second change was perfecting my form. I realized that I'd been moving the weight, but not in the most efficient way. A small tweak to my grip, stance and bar instantly made the lift feel smoother and more powerful. I filmed my lifts, I slowed my videos down, and I worked on every small details until it felt natural. Because if your form isn't right, you're just putting a limit on your strength. The third change was progressive overload done properly. Before, I was just adding on weight randomly. Some weeks I just push too much, other weeks I'd stay the same. Now I tracked everything. If I hit my reps with all good form, I added a small amount in the next week, sometimes just 2.5 kg. Now, that doesn't sound like much, but over 90 days, those small jumps add up to big results. The fourth change was better recovery. I used to think training harder was more often the answer, but strength is actually built when you recover, not when you train. So I started to sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. I ate more protein to fuel my muscles, and I actually took rest days seriously instead of just doing another light workout. So what this meant, every time that I walked into the gym, I was ready to perform at my best. The fifth change was working on my weak points. If my bench press was stuck, I looked at my biceps and upper back strength. If my squat wasn't improving, I worked on my core and mobility. By fixing the smaller muscles that support the big lifts, I unlocked new levels of strength. It's like fixing the weakest link in the chain. Suddenly, the whole thing is stronger. And here's what happened after 90 days of this approach. My bench press went up by 20 kg, my squat went up by 30 kg, and my deadlift went up by 40 kg. And most importantly, I felt stronger, more stable, and more confident under the bar. I wasn't just lifting more weight, I was lifting it better. If you want to double your strength like I did in 90 days, so 1, pick 4 to 5 lifts and focus on them every week. 2, fix your form first, even if that means dropping the weight for a while. 3, use progressive overload. 4, prioritize recovery, sleep, nutrition, and proper rest days. 5, train your weak points, build the muscles that support your main lifts. So here's a sample weekly structure that you could use. Day 1, upper body push, bench press 4 sets of 5 reps, overhead reps 3 sets of 6 reps. Day 2, low body squats, lower body back squat, Romanian deadlift 3 sets of 8 reps, walking lunges 3 sets. Day 3, rest or active recovery. 4, upper body pull-ups, all sorts of failure barbell row, 3 sets of 8 reps, 3 sets of 12 reps, hammer curls 3 sets of 10 reps. Day 5, full body strength, front squat 3 sets of 5 reps, overhead press 3 sets of 6 reps, plank holds 3 sets of 60-second reps. Now I know what you'll be thinking, will this work for me if I'm not a beginner? Absolutely. If you get those 5 things right, and your strength will skyrocket. The mistake I see people, they switch programs every few weeks, they add random exercises because they saw it on social media, and they wonder why they're not making any progress. If you're tired of getting things wrong at the gym, if you're stuck in the same numbers and don't know what to change, then follow this blueprint, give it 90 days, track your lifts and watch how much stronger you get. And if you want me to take all the guesswork out for you, where I design the plan, for you every step of the way and make sure you're progressing safely every single week. Click in the link in the description and book a free call with me today.